Westuha, min Freon, and welcome to another video. I have had a decent chuckle over, the most recent tweets coming from the OneRing.net, and I would like to know your opinion, what you think about all this. Because myself, as a Tolkien fan, a lifelong Tolkien fan, and somebody who has been dealing with Tolkien's works academically and professionally for years, I don't see any connection with Tolkien's work and this bullcrap, this scandal at all. It is just the fashion. It is just the need of the people to be fashionable, to be in, to be seen, to be in the center of attention. And how do you get that today? How do you get into the center of attention? How do you stay fashionable? How do you stay in? Well, you bow down to the gods of social agendas. So it's all the social justice warriors who don't really care about the work of art. They don't really care about Tolkien. They don't really care about his works. They don't care about his life and what he achieved to do, not only writing great novels like The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, but everything he did. Everything revolves around social and political agendas today. And the enjoyment of good storytelling and the enjoyment of escaping from reality through a work of art has completely and utterly disappeared from the world. All the people care about is scandals on the internet, is the social media. And that's why I think that social media are cancer that should be eradicated from the world. Like we are trying to cure cancer in people, but cancer is a bitch, isn't it? And it is a disease that, is rarely cured, and we don't know how to cure it yet. And it is, in most cases, it just happens that it doesn't go away, and when it goes away, it comes back, as well as the social and political agenda. So this concerns a tweet exchange between the OneRing.net, which is like the prime Lord of the Rings fan site that are, telling about them or saying about themselves that they are, in the center of all Tolkien things, and then they are paying attention to every single piece of news that comes out of Amazon today or from the Tolkien estate, and that they are involved in all this. And I think that they are just a bunch of pretentious bastards. But they wanted to be in. They wanted to, of course, follow the social, political leftist agenda of today, and they have tweeted, "Listen, we've been dealing with homophobic comments for decades and it's still wrong. Whatever toxic arguments are being said now about Lord of the Rings fandom and adaptations is the same trash that said Ian McKellen was the worst affront to Tolkien's legacy ever." To which hundreds of fans responded, "What the fuck are you talking about? Nobody was bitching about anybody, about Ian McKellen or about fans. It's just, some people just have their opinion about the casting of the upcoming Amazon show. But, about the shill media, right? What can you do?" So then there was a guy who tweeted, "Wait until you find out that J.R.R. Tolkien is a devout Roman Catholic Christian. Boy, are you guys in for a major shock. In fact, Lord of the Rings was heavily inspired by Christianity, and I'm pretty sure Christianity doesn't look too kindly on the alphabet people." To which the OneRing.net responded, "Tolkien followed the church, and the church celebrates LGBTQ, so I think the surprises are new." To which another guy, a priest actually, responded, "What the heck? As a priest of Catholic Church, of which Tolkien was a devout member, that I can tell you that we do not celebrate LGBTQ. You do realize the Catholic symbolism through Lord of the Rings, right? Lambas to the Eucharist, the real bread of life. What is my opinion about it? Why don't you just read the bloody books? Why don't you just enjoy the fairy stories that Tolkien wrote for people to enjoy? Why do you have to bring and drag your socio-political and religious agendas into Tolkien. Of course, Tolkien was a devout Catholic. He was indeed. And there is a lot of Catholic symbolism in both The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, mainly in The Lord of the Rings. And myself, I don't think Tolkien would pay any thought to celebrating LGBTQ. He lived in the first half of the 20th century, right? And other than that, he didn't really care about that. He just cared about his own stuff that he loved and was passionate about. Languages, the history of languages, philology, linguistics, writing his own stories, inventing his own languages, mythology, legends, folklore. And as far as the Catholic Church celebrating LGBTQ, come on, you can't really think that Catholic Church celebrates LGBTQ. You just can't fucking think that. If you do, you are idiots. You are fucking nitwits. So, the OneRing.net is a bunch of pretentious idiots and bastards who just don't know anything about anything. They don't know anything about the Christian religion. They don't know anything about Tolkien. I don't know why they even exist. They are just a bunch of shilling, pretentious, whiny weaklings that have their own website for one reason or another. So let me know in the comments down below what you think about all this, my friends. If you agree with me that we should just read and enjoy the good old books that Tolkien wrote decades ago and that have grasped the attention of millions of readers since then. Or if you don't agree with me, that's up to you. Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you very much for watching, and Namaste.